Okay, how we going? Like with the stream I done yesterday, I thought I'd quickly do this one to talk more about, less about the mechanics, and more about like the world and the characters and stuff like that. Now graphically, it's very stylized, but it's not a bad stylized like some games do. It kind of feels like a stop motion style character look, so like Little Nightmares kind of feel to it. But it's so far I've not seen any, I say, bugs like where you can that doesn't look right. Um, there is a couple of visual issues, but generally speaking, I've not noticed any major issues. I've noticed that, especially in darker areas, let's just get out of the way of this guy here. I'll talk about like the hitbox issues in a minute, but if you're in a darker area, sometimes when you move the camera around, the culling or the edge of the screen, you can see the stuff pop in, like the walls pop in. But it's only noticeable really in the darker areas. So like on the inside of the school, I was in a hallway and I turned like that, and stuff on the edge of the screen, I could see it pop in for like a split second. Like it's not distracting, but you see it. And some of the hitboxes, like for example here, it feels like your character should be able to get in there and it can't. But those are like, that's the kind of issues you have with like the environment. It's not so much like, oh, why can't I do this, or there's an invisible wall there and stuff like that. It's more like, oh, I feel like I should better go in there, but you can't because the hitbox doesn't allow it. So like this one here, I feel like I should better run through that gap, but I can't. And that's the kind of issues you have. Now with combat, when I aim the torch, you can see where the dot is. Now this is the biggest issue I've had. It's not so much an game breaking, it's more of an annoyance. So if I'm aiming at something at this range, the dot, it bullseyes that spot. But if the enemy's up really close, so if I can get this this enemy to come up close, I'll see if I can get it to trigger. If I shoot him now, it'll hit him. Not a problem. Okay, so that hits him. But if I let him get close, and then aim, if it'll let me, it doesn't always hit him. Sometimes it goes through him. It's like it's hitting in the wrong spot. Now, he's a teleport, so he's a pain in the bitch anyway. So, it's not so much where the dot is, it's where the beam goes. So when you're shooting forward, you see where the beam of light is? So if it gets closer to where your character is, it's not, is it at the dot? Is it where the beam is at that point on the screen? And that can be a little bit of a learning curve, if you want to call it that. Other than that, combat has been relatively solid. The boss fight I just had, they had the usual problem of they didn't explain what you had to do. You fight the big fireball creature, which I think you did see in one of my other streams, but it's a boss, and you're in a chemistry lab, and he breaks, there's 3 chemistry tables he can break, and water spills out. And the only information you get is you got to draw him to the water. So, well, yeah, fire creature, water will put him out. But it's like, I had him standing literally right next to the spewing water. He just stood there. I had him glitched out for a second. It's like, okay, what, nothing's happening. You've got to actually get him at a distance, so, like, here to the bush away kind of thing. Shoot a spot on his body, which will then aggro him. He'll hide that and charge you. And in doing so, you got to then stand behind the water and he charges you through the water. And it didn't explain that in any way. You had to stumble into it. And I know the game's not exactly meant for kids, but it's stylized in a way that kids are going to find it very, I don't want to say interesting, but appealing. It'll be along the lines of, oh, that looks cool. Can I play it? Can I play it? Can I play it? And then the parents are going to go, yeah, okay, and I'll just watch. And they're going to get frustrated as hell. Hell, I got a little bit frustrated because it's like, just tell me how to do it, game. Like, seriously. I'm going to pull on them, yep. I'll show the healing. See, I'm down a little bit on health. Hold triangle. She puffs. Grab another one. So me being an asthmatic, I do appreciate the fact that they're including that as the heal. It's just a little annoying that it's a heal. If that was more along the lines of a stamina thing, then that would have been better. But oh, okay, I'll go investigate in a second. I'm literally just wandering around, just exploring, because I've just finished the boss battle. And I thought I'd stream this, talking about like the world, the mechanics, the feel and stuff like that. And so far, most of the time, it's stylized. It's 100% stylized. So you can see here like the way the character runs, and like that. You can tell it's very, very. Wait, what? That is a creek. That is an eye, isn't it? Let's go and investigate. But so yeah, it's 100% stylized. So you can, yeah, it's an eye. Actually, here. Is there one I can? Am I too far away? I think I'm too far away. No, he's a okay, he's different. I can't burn him with the light. Okay. So what do I do with this guy then? See, a situation like this, it doesn't explain to you in any way. Like, it doesn't say, okay, you need to turn the sprinklers on, or that if it rains, you can get in there. That looks like an open window. Maybe I can get up onto the... Okay, so that's... Because if I bring up my map, that building I'm looking at there is the auditorium. That's where I've got to go. My current mission is head to there. Actually, it's head to there, but you know. I just fought the boss over there. Jumped out. I knew, because I looked through a window, saw my friend, in brackets Emily, running into the auditorium with a projector creature after her. So it's like, okay, I've got to get to the auditorium, but it's like, I've got an opportunity here to go exploring. I'm exploring. I'm not a story-driven person. I'm an explorer. A completionist, what do you want to call it? I'm that kind of player. Like, if I can go out of bounds, I will go out of bounds just to see what's out there. Wonder why I cannot... Yeah, nah, okay. So yeah, he's a... Can't fight him yet. But it looks like the game isn't really restricting you on where you can go. But it is restricting you... Like, it's obviously leveled off. So like, when I was out in the street, and I was coming into the school, I couldn't go back to where I came from, or further down the street than what the level wanted me to go. But, like here, it's not saying, okay, I can't go this way because of... It wants me to do the mission, which is good. I know there was... Which way is he looking? He is looking in. There's no real hiding spots over there. Let's see if I can sneak up on this guy and kill him. So the stealth kill is definitely the way to go. It's just a shame that the stealth kill takes up so much battery. I wish the stealth kill took up less battery than what actually killing one normally would. Okay, he'll turn around now. Come on. Yeah, I used up a quarter of my battery. It's like... I'm not holding the thing as a tap of the freaking power usage, so it should be like super less. Yeah, so this is what I mean by like, it's restricting you can't go further than it wants you to. So obviously I can't get in there or up that ladder because it doesn't want me to yet. But it's not a invisible wall thing, which is good. This guy over there as well. Gotta keep my eye open for batteries. Wait, he's looking this way now? Or does he always look this way? Oh, so if I come over and he turns around, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay. Battery would be great. Don't run. Yeah, kicking out a sneak is a big annoyance, but you know. That was at half? Yeah, so I used half my battery in that one attack. It's like, come on, man. So I'm now defenseless. I can still use the torch. I just can't attack. So that's like sucky as hell, man. What's that? No, okay. I don't know what these glowing birds up there do. I haven't figured that out yet. Got a plaque here, hang on. Will this tell me? Hello? Hello, game? No, yes? It's not letting me read it, why not? Is it because it's too dark? Do I have to attack it? I have to attack it with the light. But because I don't have any batteries, I can't. So I've got to try and find a battery. What's that? Puffer? Puffer. I don't need a puffer for. I need batteries, man. Actually, I wonder if I can go back outside the school grounds. Another puffer. See, if I was on Dreams right now and I tried to label one of those as a puffer. No, you can't do that. That's offensive language. Because apparently puffer is offensive language. So asthmatics, these are all offensive, man. See, that one I can get through. Okay, so yeah, out there. It looks like I'll still be able to get out there. Yeah, I'm not seeing any batteries. Hang in the drainage ditch. Yes, there's one right there. Any more down here? No. Not that I can see. Okay. So that's giving me half my battery. Being able to have them in your backpack and not put them into your thing straight away would be nice. And having a battery fully recharge it would also be nice. So at the moment, if your battery is full, you cannot pick them up. Okay, so if I come up to here. So, what? Because it comes up red. Nothing. Wait, do I shoot the thing? I don't fucking know. Oh, yeah.
I wonder if there are more of these.
Okay, so it's just a collectible. Okay, just put that done. Did I put anything in my backpack? Let's have a look. And no, nothing. Okay. I could probably tell. I don't need a fight him, so I'm not going to bother. Because I might need the battery inside. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, he's still on fire, okay. Actually, can I get in this door here? Let's go in the back door. Yeah, so I might call the stream there. So yeah, I just thought, again, like with the last one, I put this one up here and like explain.
Locked from the other side.
Yeah, that's the bird, this thing, okay. Because I did see one of those birds before and I didn't know what to do with it. But I thought of, again, like the other, where it's talking about like how the combat is kind of like thing. So this here I showed you the combat. It's like Alan Wake-ish, which is currently free on PlayStation. And it's very stealth orientated. So your character isn't, well, obviously you're a kid, so you're not combat enhanced or anything. It's, you've just got to like hide and seek. So shooting them with the beams attacks them. You can do a press and hold square to do a like a pulse, which stuns everyone around you, which I showed in my previous stream. You can do a run, and when you run during combat, so if you're aiming and you do the thing, you can do a dodge. So it's not hardcore combat, but it's enough that it's like it takes a bit of finessing. I was like, oh, I've got to do it this way, I've got to do it that way. Oh, I can dodge at this point, but if I dodge too early, I'll run out of stamina. If I dodge too late, I'll get hit. That sort of stuff. So there is a bit of adult combat in there. Like when I say adult, you know, like you can't just spam a button, but it's not like, I'm trying to think of a game that's like super hardcore combat. And it's not like Onimushu and that's just, you know, like the For Honor and that sort of kind of thing. It's not that kind of hardcore combat. So yeah, it's only my region, $25. So far, it's been worth the $25. So yeah, I'm gonna call the stream there, guys. I'll catch you next time. See you.